Okay, guys, so today I'm gonna make a video about moving out. And moving out is a common phenomena amongst young generation, especially in my city. I don't know. I'm not from a big city. I'm born in a small village type country ass city, you know what I'm saying? County. So I don't know, when I was like 18 years old, even younger, like maybe this state of mind started where when I was like maybe I don't know, it could be as down as 14, or yeah, maybe that's the first year when I was graduated, ninth ninth grade. I got hit with that thought that I want to move out from my city. And I feel like this is so unhealthy to even think about. I don't know why people even, this social media just changing people's minds. And in a wake of this, you know social when the social media started to actually rise and be more popular, it's more like it was more when the new artists and social media creators started to pop off. This is when people started to actually take them as role models. That's my case, because if I never seen, like, I always been like, I grew up in technology, but I would never thought that I want to move out if I wasn't if it wasn't the lifestyle that is portrayed over there that I wanted to possess and be the same person. I wanted to live the same kind of lifestyle as these people, rappers. It could be whatever. It could be just any social media outlet, you know what I'm saying, is portraying false, fake shit, you know what I'm saying, fake narrative. It's not real. Real world is not the same as the social media portraying. You need to understand this. A lot of people want to go and actually be successful in this fucking social media shit, want to be, you know what I'm saying, popular, and want to be take it as a real job or take it as a real world. It's not. It's just on different terms on everything, on fucking everything. And it's a virtual reality. So I got hit with this thought when I was 14. I wanted to go to Canada. And, you know, after years, and of course I didn't happen to go there, but after years, and I'm not talking about my environment right now. We will talk about it later. My environment really take a big influence on me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people around me was the same kind of mindset. Already it's grown people who live in the city who really not accepting it and dreaming about something unreal. It's a fantasy defense is something that people lack. They want to go there and fucking get it, but there's nothing you can get it. You cannot get yourself out there. You cannot change your mind over there. If you go over there, I'm gonna say it about it later. But okay, if you go over there, I'm gonna say right now, if you go over there, is more difficulties coming with the reality you got. You thought you get in a dream, but instead you got struck with the fucking inevitable reality that you cannot fucking control. So that makes you more fucking disordered and mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? You in a state of psychosis. If you dreaming about moving out in a normal state, you go out there, not like a trip, not like a fucking just for fun. If you actually go and move out over there, it's a different kind of scenario, bro. You don't want to do this, because it's a different scenario. It's like immigrants or people who willing to do that and that did it. These people went through hell. Any of them, any even millionaires. I knew millionaires who fucking saw everything in Russia and they went through the same hell. And this is a video about, actually, this is a video, I'm gonna start to raise my voice, but this is a video. This video should be named, fuck it, bro. I would, this is a serious topic. This video should be named "Why I Came Back from US." There's a lot of people asking me, mocking me, and they laugh at this situation, but they don't understand that this situation is not about this kind of scenario. It's not even about other country. It's about different city, or a lot of people dreaming about different job, and they not satisfied. They want to dream about something, and so I happened to go to US. How? I didn't happen to go to Canada. I graduated 11th grade, and after school, I had the decision. I need to go to uni, and I picked the uni in Moscow. That was already a bad decision, because it's already something for a young boy, bro. You're not understanding how difficult it is to change so fast while you young. When you young, it's actually backwards. is actually a different side of the fucking coin. Is that you are so fucking inexperienced, you're so fucking lacking a definition of fucking what's going on, that is super destructive to do that. It's super destructive to not build yourself and go and get how to say to be in the new environment, to bro, how to fucking go fucking bro, I'm gonna Google right now. I found the word. To be exposed when you're young, to be exposed to such environment is just destructive. You know, it's just destructive. It actually brings you experience. But it's destructive on the mind, young mind. If you're younger than 25 years, you have to forget about it. You have to be. I don't want to teach you, but all these things is for grown people. And I know grown people who actually move out there. They miserable. They working 24 hours a fucking day. They forgot their whole fucking previous existence. Their identity is crushed. Their mind is crushed. So their reality is crushed. So what's the point of going over there? So I went to uni and said to myself, I don't wanna. So I went to uni and I even picked the profile of with English and things like that. I already knew English, before going to US. So I picked even the profile of my profile that with English and shit like that, with business English and shit like that. So I dropped out of it. Why? Because it's already it was a misconception in my mind. So it was it was crazy because at the point of time I was dreaming about US. I don't want to live in Russia. I go to uni in Moscow. I never was dreaming about Moscow. And of course the reality of it is that you need to be humbled. You need to sacrifice your quality of life to be in Moscow. Moscow is the capital of Russia, so it's expensive. It's different people. It's not as cute and fucking flowers as in my town. Because in my town I live with my parents and I have these connections and I have this comfort. But it's not the bad side of it. Many people do that. Many people live be born in a city and die in a city. So it's not about that. Actually live out there. So. That wasn't my plan. So that's kind of was like, that wasn't my plan. So when I dropped out of college for several reasons, I might say it in short that I didn't want it to be educated. That's the first thing, because I didn't like the profile, the business shit. This is some crazy fucking even not even existing fucking economics. I don't know, bro. So that's the first reason. Second reason is that I'm tired of this fucking environment, where I need to run for teachers, fucking do this fucking grades, and you know what I'm trying to say. When you actually are enslaved by the fucking social institution. I'm tired of it. All my life I was living with a fucking shame that why I'm not choose why my parents didn't choose fucking normal school, or why I'm in a lyceum, why I'm in a gymnasium, bro. It's just like influence. This really played as well. So. And the third reason is that in my mind I said I'm gonna drop out of it, but before even the full length of the course, full length of the study, the scholarship, was 4 years. So I said to myself, I'll drop out, and in these 4 years I will be in US even earlier than this thing is finished. So I said to myself, I'm dropping out of it. But if my plan was to stay in the uni and get the diploma, and after that diploma, a lot of people around me say, "Oh, you got a diploma with this even fucking English." They will look at you. They will look at this diploma overseas, and they will like, "Okay, bro, you were graduated fucking Moscow University on English." No, bro, nobody even bro. There's a lot of people, like I said, bro. A lot of people with diplomas and fucking go overseas, and they're fucking slave. They fucking doing construction fucking shit or fucking wheat trimming. So no, it's not the case, and I intuitively knew it, but I take my chance, I took my chance. I dropped out of it. I went home, and I was mortified. That's the reason why I was mortified. It was one of the reasons why I was mortified. And I was working. Why I was mortified? I was working, and I was, myself. I was so crushed, bro, and I was so fucking crushed. But I was even in these situations, I'm still kind of working and trying to do something with my life, even though I got fucking kind of stuck. And I was crushed by that, decision, because there's no road, there's no logical road to go too, you know. So, and a lot of people, not many people in my circle did this, you know. Not many people from my school, you know, drop out of the uni. They was already, and they still studying. They still do the fucking magister and fucking second fucking education. You know what I'm trying to say. So they keep studying in the uni. But I dropped out of it, and after 2 years, I happened to go to US. You ask how? There was a situation in my country where I was afraid of my living, and I said to myself, no, fuck it, bro, I don't want to be in there. I go to Armenia and I go to US. So that's how fast it was. I cannot believe it, but what I got, all the effort I put, what I got in return is that understanding, after years, coming back from the US and understanding that this was just a defense mechanism, defense tactic against myself and an environment that was wrong in my city. So that was a dream. That was a fantasy. That was something I was dreaming about to escape the reality I had in Russia and Sergey. So after years, you know, I went there and I understand that it's not the country that defined me. It's not the fucking, you know, hype about the fucking shit. Fucking social media, fucking, it's not the same. You know, it's not the hype. The hype about it was false. You know, I've been there and I've seen it with my eyes. It's awful. You know, the US is an awful country, bro. It's awful. It's robotic. It's fake. It's not inauthentic. People fake. People cross me multiple times over there. They even kidnap me. You know, this is just false. This is just not the way I was dreaming about it. Of course, it's an American dream and all of these things. But the crucial moment is that my brain and my mind wanted to escape my own self and my reality in my city, in Sergey, in Russia, where I'm from, where I'm born. Why? Because here, it was my ultimate defense. Because here, I am nobody. After graduating school, years of abuse in the fucking system where they say that you are not worth it. You need to go fucking do the exam. You're always trying to impress these people, but they still cannot say what to do and can't give you all that, you know what I'm saying, gratification. Years of that, you know, is a lot of people, you will say, a lot of people go there. A lot of people graduate school and know what to do. No, bro. I'm going to say, like, I don't know the statistics, but intuitively, I'm going to say that 50, even more percent of people, even like the people around me, they don't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. They were just like programmed to go after, you know, they go. And instead of just aiming for a different city, different fucking goal and make yourself, you know, that's what I wanted to do after I came back from Moscow. But it was so, I was mortified, you know, I was so lacking that ambition because I just got there and I came back from big place, beautiful place to, you know, the young mind is just like wanted to understand what's going on and how to make a living and how to, you know what I'm saying, educate yourself in the field that you want to be in. And I happen to do the designs, interior designs with my family, and I learned it myself because my family is businessmen who, you know, entrepreneurs. They're not into the design as much, but I wanted to get something from them, actual practical information, practice. I wanted to get practice, and I did. But I thought it's fast. It's not that fast, and take a decision to go to US, where I'm nobody even more, you know. So that's the video about fantasy defense. Why a lot of people, young people, do it? It's just because they don't want to accept they're not worth it. They don't want to accept that they're actually not worth anything, and they need to work on themselves. They need to construct themselves. They need to make something out of their life, not becoming in a fucking you know what I'm saying, person who move out, go to Asia, go to why you do this, bro? There's nothing, you know what I'm saying, more beautiful than being comfortable in your zone in the fucking like even in the fucking Siberia with the fucking snow. Because I'm somebody here, I'm somebody, you know. Over there, I'm not and not even a person, you know. I'm just a fucking walking shame, walking fucking papers, you know. Here I got the comfort, even living with somebody who's not comfortable with themselves. I'm talking about narcissists. But here in my home, I understand that it's kind of healed me. It reversed me. It got me the understanding that I need to reconstruct myself, go back to basics. You know what I'm saying?